Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. Taurus, I'm going to be doing for you your soulmate reading, well, your reading for 2021, whether it's a soulmate reading or it's a general reading for you for next year. So what we're going to be looking at is where you are right now, how you're perceiving life, where you are right now on your journey, where you wish to be next year, what's coming in for you next year, and advice from Spirit to help you on that journey. If the reading resonates, I would be very grateful if you would comment, like, share, subscribe. If the reading doesn't resonate, it simply means it wasn't for you at this time. There will always be a reading for you at exactly the right time as guided by Spirit. I'm going to be mainly using my beautiful Spirit Song Tarot, because there's some wonderful messages in here from Mother Nature, who is always such a beautiful teacher. And then I'm also got some other decks here as well, plus my angel answer cards. So we'll just see where Spirit takes us on this reading. I do have one of my little doggies here at the moment. The other one may try and come in soon. And this little doggie does have a tendency to snore, Daisy. So I do apologise if she does snore during the reading. But anyway, Taurus, let's see for you where you are right now on your journey. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. So I'm just checking. I am actually recording this as I am. Thank you for Taurus, Spirit. Where are they right now on their journey? Thank you, Spirit. There we go. So you have the Page of Feathers, which is the Page of Swords. He's very cute, isn't he? So this is the raccoon. Now the page effect, so pages are transition, okay? So wherever you are right now, you're in a transitional period of time. And this Page of Feathers, this raccoon, is about exploration and discovery. So this is a very exciting time, I feel, for you. You're also doing it from that higher self place. You're doing it, your this exploration, this discovery, opportunities, things that are coming in. It's from a place of trust, it's from a place of faith, and you are seeing things, you're seeing the bigger picture. You are like the raccoon, loving to, you're loving exploring these new opportunities and enjoying the challenge of how best to act on them. Thank you. And with this Page of Swords, you see swords represent all sorts of things, but for the most part, they represent clarity and truth. And for me, this Page of Swords with this raccoon is you're getting with that clarity and truth, fresh concepts, fresh ideas, different ways of thinking. They're all emerging at this time for you. You're having a breakthrough in terms of moving away, this transitional period of moving away from conditioned behaviors that you may have done, repeating the same cycles in your life, because you didn't know that you were repeating those cycles, but now you're standing back and observing with this clarity and truth. And it's making you curious, like the raccoon, to learn, to learn a little bit more. And you've had to go through contrasts as well. All of our experiences are for us, they're not sent to us, they're sent for us. And so you've gone through contrasts of learning what you don't want in order to know what you do want. So that's where you are right now, my darling. And so let's see where you want to be in 2021. What's your dreams, your hopes? Where do you want to be? Six of Crystals, which is the Six of Pentacles. And lovely little meerkats here as well. So this is all about balance. Six of Pentacles is all about balance. It's about making balanced decisions in your life, things that are right for you. It's about having as well healthy boundaries. Meerkats, little meerkats, they're very peaceful, very social animals, very much community driven as well. And so I feel that's who you are. You like being in an environment that's a community. You love your soul family around you. It's very important for you that you look after them as well. You like your peace, you're observant, you watch out for them, you look after them, as I said, and you enjoy working alongside people as well. You're very thoughtful, very caring. And as I said, with the Page of Feathers, whatever decisions you're making or perspectives you're making, they're from that higher self, they're from your heart space, your soul space. And you are, you know that this journey forward, this into next year, is going to be one that you're going to have a great deal of gratitude for, whatever it may bring for you. But there is a reminder for yourself here, because this is your soul speaking to you through me. Don't let people take advantage of your generosity. I think in the past, this is why you've got the Six of Pentacles as about balance. You've in the past tried to do too much for people. And with that becomes disappointment, because expectations of others bring disappointment to yourself. And when we try and please others too much, it's partly to fulfill the feeling behind the feeling behind the feeling is to fulfill that need in us, that yearning in us to be loved. So if we feel that we're doing so much for other people, they'll see that we're lovable. And that's where that lack of self-love comes in. And when we do too much, because everybody has their own perception of life through their own lens of life, and you're unique, there is nobody else like you. So sometimes when you have done things in the past, it's been very hurtful that people haven't seemed to respond how you would want them to. But sometimes it's simply because that's all they're capable of. You know, just because somebody doesn't love you the way you want them to love you doesn't mean to say they don't love you with everything that they are, with everything that they can be. So I think coming into this place of balance in the future is a wonderful perspective to have, a wonderful wish to have. And well done you. It really is a journey of exploration all the way. And you, yeah, I'm really feeling that you're now almost heaving a sigh of relief and having those expectations, those explorations, with a sense of gratitude for where you are now. I am the two most powerful words you can use. I feel that you're very much in that space and you're open to whatever the universe, whatever surprises and delights the universe wants to bring you, my darling. So let's see what is coming in for you. Spirit wants you to know the most important messages that are coming in for you next year. Thank you, Spirit, for Taurus. Thank you. Justice. Well, there we are, my darling, justice. And this is, I think, the Crow. Justice card. Truth, clarity, first of all. That's what's coming in for you. That's beautiful. Goes back to this Page of Feathers when I talked about the sword being truth and clarity. The Justice card also means that that whatever's happening is happening for you. It's happening in your favor. Okay, so this is all about the Wheel of Fortune turning. And I feel that you're coming into more of a central place of the wheel where you're not whizzing around so fast on the edges, but because you've come home to yourself and you're centered in on yourself and you're observing and you're doing things from the right place, that this wheel is, you're allowing it to turn without hanging on it, going through so many ups and downs as well. The Justice card as well is, as I said, it's also about making balanced decisions. And the Justice card talks about that sort of gift of ancient wisdom and ancient law. And you don't, just like I think in ancient law, they had two individuals who represented the justice, and one couldn't see and one couldn't hear. So it's that, with that understanding, you may not need to know everything at this time to know that, in order to make a decision. It's about that ancient wisdom. You trust on that ancient wisdom. You trust on that your connection to source energy. Your soul is connected to the divine, to source energy. So when you trust in your knowing, you're trusting in the divine, in God. And that brings clarity. And the more you trust in it, the more you understand the difference between that knowing thought, that receiving thought, and that fear-based thought. You're going to stand with the Justice card, thank you. You're going to stand in a place of integrity. It's going to be very important to you, very personal to you. You're going to weigh your decisions up very carefully that you make in the future. And you're literally going to orchestrate your life. And what's so beautiful is you'll see yourself as part of this orchestra. So when we're in tune with ourselves, then we see everybody else is in tune in their own way. And then therefore we see that everybody's part of this universal consciousness, this orchestra. And you have learnt so much, or are learning so much from your lessons. And lessons sounds quite harsh, but they're experiences. And we don't necessarily learn from experiences, we learn from reflecting with a balanced perspective, with a direct perspective on our experiences. And you're going to trust whatever's happening is happening for you. So that's really lovely. So let's see for you, let me just move that out of the way for a second. Let's see as well what Spirit's advice for you is at this time. Thank you for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit's advice. Thank you, Spirit. There we go. King of Cups. So who is this, my darling? King of Cups. The King of Cups. Somebody who has an awful lot of emotions, has problems sometimes speaking those emotions. So although they may not appear to feel deeply, they feel very deeply, they're very sensitive. This King of Cups is starting to go with their emotions, like the seahorse. They're sort of bobbing up and down a little bit, maybe a little bit of forwards, backwards movement, but they are going with their emotions. And they have, as I said, a huge amount of love to give. It is a reminder to you, while somebody is not quite what you want them to be, remember they are all that they are. And it's important that you keep doing your thing, my darling. You keep focusing on you. You keep focusing on your self-love. You keep focusing on what makes you happy. You know, one of the biggest learning experiences that I went through is that we spend so much time focusing on pleasing others that we forget about ourselves. Why, when we are the one person we spend every second of every minute of every day our whole life with, and we're the hardest on us, more so than anybody else, we say things to ourselves. We think things about ourselves that we would never say or think to anybody else. So it's a reminder to you, my darling, that you keep focusing on you at this time, because this is it's all working out in your favor with the Justice card. Whoever this King of Cups, this seahorse is a very free spirit. They have a very nurturing instinct as well. They may not like to feel that they're being tied down. That's the commitment issue, and that comes from a lot of times deep inner child wounds. But the message they're bringing in for you is a message from the heart. And like the seahorse sort of bobbing up and down and maybe going backwards and forwards a little bit, they're balancing their emotions through sheer willpower because they want to express themselves better. They want to be more in touch with their emotions. They are becoming more in touch with their emotions. And you just remain focused on your destination, on where you want to be. And you allow the universe to take care of all the details. So now let's look. I'm just going to pull a little bit more information on this King of Cups for you. Which ones should we use? Let's use my Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, and let's see a little bit more information about this King of Cups. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Please tell us more about this King of Cups coming towards Taurus or in Taurus's life. Thank you, Spirit. So, On the bottom of the deck, you've got the Four of Wands. Okay, so whatever this connection is, it's a very spiritual connection, and you've both been mirroring each other to a certain degree. It's been a very abundant connection as well. And I believe you're single at this time, but whatever this connection is, and you're very happily single at this time. You know, you've really got to know yourself, maybe having lost yourself. I don't know if I've said that before, but having lost yourself in relationships, you've now found yourself. But this King of Cups, here's another Page of Swords. So I said you're both mirroring each other. And this Page of Swords is about somebody trying to find out a little bit more information, somebody being a little bit nervous about stepping forward. Again, it's a message of transition. Somebody wanting to come forward, but again, nervous about coming forward to say how they feel, that those words of clarity, those words of truth. They might be trying to find out a little bit of information on you at this time, in a nice way. They're just keeping a little eye on you, maybe. So let's see what else we've got. Thank you, Spirit. Any more information? There we go. And you, my darling, there's that Nine of Pentacles. So I said you're single, you're focused on yourself in a healthy, balanced way. You're manifesting consciously. You're listening to that inner wisdom. You're ignoring the noise around you. You're focusing very much on what your soul, your instinct, your heart is telling you. You're being guided by your heart. You're starting to see manifestations coming in for you, and this is all coming in for you next year as well. You know, step by step, the journey is unfolding for you, and this is beautiful. And this is just this reminder again about keep focusing on what you're doing for you right now, because this is why your soul's evolving. It's why you're shifting and changing and coming away from an old conditioned ways of being, which may have made you very unhappy and anxious the whole time, to a much more balanced place where you're enjoying your own company as well. Thank you. Anything else, Spirit? Thank you to tell us about the Page of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. The Five of Swords. So this Page of Swords, whoever's they have been on a journey of self-love as well. They may have walked away from something, but it's been because they felt they needed to. It may have been you in the past, but whatever it was a journey of self-love, my darling. With that, they have carried with them that clarity and truth. It's also been very hard for them to do. And there's been a lot of reflection on their side as well. Let's have a look as well. What other messages do Spirit want to tell you about 2021? What's coming in for you? Thank you. Can we talk about the Justice card, please? Thank you, Spirit. That wanted to come out, and that wanted to come out. So the Knight of Pentacles. So whatever is coming in for you, whatever truth you're going to receive as well, clarity within, clarity because of another. It's coming in from a place of truth. This is the Knight of Pentacles. It's slow, it's sure, it's honest. They're coming in from the heart space, but their visor is down. So they're feeling very protective of themselves, and they may hide still behind a mask with you because they are not sure how to be. And when people hide behind a mask, it's because they don't like themselves very much. And it's so sad because, of course, you love them and you see everything in them that you know they are, but they can't see it in themselves. But they are coming forward. Whatever this offer is, this is movement, the Knights. Whatever this offer is, it's from the right place and it's from the heart. And it's a reminder to you as well that they know how amazing you are. They know you're extraordinary. They know you're a great catch. And on the bottom of the deck, which this card shouldn't be in this deck, but it obviously wants me to see, you've got the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. So this is the apology. This is the apology that might make them feel very uncomfortable to do so. Wherever they've been before, they haven't been in their emotions. They've been in a place that's been very structured, very conditioned, and it's been quite a dark place. But then with stepping into their emotions, literally like she's come away and stepping into the water, into the emotions, although it's very uncomfortable for them to do, they are being guided, they're being pushed, they're being pulled by that tide of the wave of emotions to step towards you, to say whatever words they want to say. And those words are meant from a place of truth, a place of remorse, a place of love. Their hand is on their throat. This is really heartfelt, and this is also heart. It's going to be very emotional for them to do this. Anything else, please? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. And it's been a long time as well, I feel, where they've been. 8 of Pentacles. So this is lovely. You have the 9 of Pentacles coming in for you next year, okay? So this is that lovely, independent, so self-assured, self-love, self-worth, all those wonderful things, understanding as above, down below, just in a wonderful space, okay? So what I love here is the 8 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles makes that 9 of Pentacles. They have worked very hard and are working very hard on themselves. They may or may not be aware of it, but they're willing to go the distance. They're willing to do that journey. That, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, it's a slow journey. It's not an easy journey, but it's the most worthwhile journey. And they're learning their self-worth with that journey. Do you see how hard with this 8 of Pentacles, focusing there on that pentacle? This is this one that they're bringing in here with this Justice card. They have been intent. You see the cobwebs? This has been a long time, but it's been divine timing. It's been the right time. This journey was meant to have happened for them and for you. And the little mouse here is the mouse is about not feeling overlooked, okay? The mouse can feel a little bit overlooked about things, and maybe people in their life have made them feel a little bit small at times, but they've worked very hard and you've been very much in their thoughts, and they're feeling empowered now. They're beginning to feel empowered, and this is what's coming in. This is why the Justice card is happening. And they're listening to that little inner voice, that little mouse's inner voice, and they're trying to tune out sort of negativity, but they're focusing, and it's because at the moment, you know, in next year, this is you, this 9 of Pentacles. This is your energy space, a fabulous energy space to be in, darling. They're working very hard to become that same vibration, energetic vibration as you. This is their soul guiding them to do this, because their soul knows. So that they become balanced, this justice, this balance, so that they can come back towards you. Because when people are in a different energetic space, the universe for protection keeps you apart. And that's why maybe you may have seen people fall away from your life or come into your life. It always seems like exactly the right time, because it is. Because the universe knows energetically what's good for you and what's not good for you as well. Let me just pull some of my Tarot Illuminati for you. What else can you tell me for Taurus, please? Thank you. Well, there you are. I don't need to pull anything else. There's your Ace of Pentacles. So this is that gift. This is this divine timing gift from God, all right? This is about you making those grounded decisions as well. This is your life path. Whatever this is, it's coming in at the right time. And they're going to meet you literally on that bridge halfway, that balance. They've had to go over, they've had to go from one side to the other, or meet you halfway. And the water represents the motions. I think there's a lot of stuff that's water that's flowed under the bridge. And I think you're going to, with this Ace of Pentacles, release so much expectation or hurt, or just those negative attachments you've got, because there has been water under the bridge. I think this has been a long time. This is a soulmate that's come back. But they and you have done the work. There was a big ending, big symbolic ending between you, but this is the start of something new, a fresh new start with spring, and it's coming in at exactly the right time for you, if you wish it. You're there as the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Crystals about making a balanced decision. You may or not wish to enter into a relationship with them, but they are coming from the right heart space, and they're being guided by spirit as well. Let's have a look now at with the Dream Tarot, and let me just see what we have for you for the Dream Tarot. Thank you, Spirit. Anything for Taurus? Thank you. Sorry, please ignore my phone. The Star card. So this journey, the Star card appears when you've gone through something that's been huge, a huge life-changing event, something that was the catalyst, something that was given to you as the catalyst for this transformation that you're going through right now. And I believe you can now start to see that out of that dark period of your life, there has been so much change and growth. And you're starting to see that that darkness has been a gift. And that's beautiful. And the Star card also talks about, energies and our chakras. And I don't know if you've done any work on your chakras, but it's very much about being guided by spirit, but also about coming into balance with yourself. So when your chakras are out of balance and closed off, it can cause all sorts of problems. So I feel like you've done some work with that as well. Let's just have a look. Let's ask Spirit with the Angel Answer cards. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you have to tell us? Thank you. So first of all, with this one, what I'd love you to do is just ask, if this reading is resonating with you, ask whatever questions or question you may have, and we'll see what answer Spirit has for you. Thank you. There we go. Within the next few weeks, so I think this offer, this Knight of Pentacles, is coming in. Even if it's the apology and that's all you want to help you, then that's what's coming in. Apologies, though, are interesting things, because it's lovely to see that somebody's coming forward to apologize. But you and only you have control over your emotions. And it is a lot easier said than done. But by forgiving somebody just because you choose to forgive them is the most empowering thing. To forgive somebody because you understand that they have behaved from a place where they feel a great deal of pain. So they have reacted like you used to, from conditioned behaviors, from unhealed wounds. So with that understanding, it gives you compassion for them. And that compassion then brings you peace. So you forgive them for you, not for them. And with that forgiveness, you can let go. It helps you to let go. And I think that's where you're coming to. And I think you've had so many soul family around you that have helped you at this time. Thank you, Spirit. What else, other answers do you have for Taurus? Thank you. No need to worry. Okay, so there's no need to worry about what's happening with this Justice card. They're saying it's all happening for you in your favor. This wonderful, whatever this pentacle is that's coming in, it may be in, connection to this apology. It may be that once you've forgiven and moved on, then there is something else wonderful coming in with you with this Knight of Pentacles. I feel it's connected to your soulmate. I really do. And they're saying, look for a sign. We get signs and synchronicities all the time. And there's a quote I put on my website that says seeing is believing, but actually believing is seeing. That's a Neil Donald Walsh quote from Conversations with God. And it's so true. When you believe, you see. And your guides get so excited when you start to see things that they'll just bombard you. And so what you think are coincidences are actually not, they're guarded incidences, and they happen all the time. I'm very interested in just a little bit more information. Let's just look at more at this Ace of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. This Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. So somebody has walked away from something. And I got, and the Eight of Pentacles again. So it's just, they're just confirming to me what I said to you about somebody. Sorry. So they've got this, some water. So they had this Eight of Pentacles. Do you remember here, working very hard? This has been a very long time. It's about coming forward as the Knight of Pentacles with this Ace of Pentacles. Again, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. And this particular Eight of Pentacles, they're working on coming forward with this cornerstone. This pentacle is the cornerstone. Whatever this message, this movement is towards you, it's the cornerstone of the Three of Pentacles. And that Three of Pentacles is the foundation for something good, new, peaceful, balanced. It's the cornerstone. They've had to go through the Five of Pentacles up above, do you see? And that Five of Pentacles is a period of time where they were in a very, very negative space, feeling left out in the cold, miserable, lonely, feeling that nobody was with them, but actually Spirit was always with them, and actually Spirit was applauding them because however painful it was, they kept moving through that space. And they've had to walk away from something that was very hard for them to do, but it was because they were guided to. Eight of Cups, and look, Nine of Wands. So they, in turn, just like you, the Nine of Wands represents somebody who's very determined, knows what they want. You know, wands represent passion, desires, creativity. But with this card, this Eight of Wands represents, for me, they're stuck in the ground. They're not movement. It's not fluid movement. So it represents for me those conditioned behaviors, a certain way of doing things, just like you used to do, that they have stepped forward from. And they've learned a great deal of courage. They've been through a battle, but they know what they want. And this is wonderful to see. Let's just see a little bit more. Thank you, Spirit. Any more on the Page of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles? Thank you. Anything else you want to tell me? Wow. Okay. So you've got now the Page of Pentacles has come out as well. So you've got both the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So for me, pages at the moment, this is where they are at the moment. This is, remember, coming in for you in your future. So where they are right now is in that Page of Pentacles place where they're not going up the mountain, they're not going down the mountain, they're on their path. They know there's a new cycle happening. There's a lot of remembrance, a lot of feelings of remembrance for you. And that's helping them. Those fond memories of the past are bringing them clarity to what they want. Pentacles also represent realization of ideas. And so for me, this is this transitional period they're in. It's this realization of what makes them happy, what brings them fulfillment. And you've got that sort of Japanese blossom in the background. So again, I'm being guided to spring. Is this something that's happening? It says here within the next few weeks. So, you know, timing is kind of fluid in the universe, but that for me says springtime. So that's really lovely, my darling. I hope you enjoyed listening to this, if it did resonate with you. I am going to be doing your soulmate readings for December towards the end of this week. I hope you have a very lovely Sunday, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.